Hey Allison. So I'm just going to jump in. We're going to use this picture of a baby doll. I was using it the other day to test my focus when I thought my lenses were a little off. Anyway, I've purposefully underexposed the image by 0.70 just so we can see some before and after. So the first thing you want to do, of course, is your white balance, and you're going to grab your dropper, and I think we could use any of this area. Now if you look at the RGB, it'll tell you that it's getting red 81, green 81, and blue 85, but that's kind of irrelevant because I know that her little body is white. So we're going to tell the computer or this program that this is white. Okay, and so that put it to the white balance to 5750. Now at this point, I will go by eye a little bit like that. Just, I know what this doll looks like, and that looks a little too yellow, so I'll bump it down just a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to check for proper exposure on skin. So we're going to use a bright midtone, so that's anywhere right around here. So right now, you can see that it's at 70, 60, 45, and so our point spread looks pretty good because if you remember, we, you know, if they're all even, that basically means that the skin is gray or that it's a black and white image, and we don't want that for color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here into my exposure box. I'm going to hover over that bright midtone, and I'm using my arrow keys to start just bumping this exposure up. You can keep an eye on the image and then glance over to your, right here, whoops, I always forget that goes away, to your red channel. And so I'm just going to keep bumping, and probably, let's see, let's zoom around here. Just making sure we're not going over 85 because we don't want to blow the red channel. So right now it's at 84, 75, 62, and that's really ideal. Like I told you before, 85, 75, 65 is the goal. I'm using finger quotes here, the goal, but you can do the color tweaks later. So what it's telling us is that the blue is a little bit low and that this image is maybe too warm like I suspected. So you could come back to your white balance at this point and just move it a little more towards blue. Let's see what that did. Whoops. And so it's okay if not, it doesn't have to be 85 everywhere, but just find your 85, and there you go, 85, 75, 63. I can totally work with that. And since we didn't spend a ton of time in Lightroom the other day, I'm just going to show you what some things I do to every image. This is what my images import with. This is like a preset that I made. So remind me if you don't have one. I can help you set up one and show you how to apply it on import so all your raw images get it. You may already have that. Oh wait, you don't use Lightroom. Never mind. I'm just going to go ahead and show you this anyway. So just in case you get it. So this is what I use. I keep my highlights down 10, keep my shadows up 5, my whites up 5, and my blacks down 5. And what that does is it just gives it a little bit of contrast. It's not much, and nothing I really do edit-wise is very drastic, all little subtle changes. The reason why I bring the clarity down 5 is most people they think more clarity is better, but I sharpen in Photoshop, and so for skin purposes, I just bring this down 5 points. It just kind of softens things up. And actually, I didn't know my saturation was up. I need to change that. And that's just totally personal preference. You might like it a little bit more. Let's see, so my tone curve, I have the midtones bumped up, the highlights pulled down, and oh, I'm sorry, the shadows pulled down and the highlights pulled up. So again, that is just another little curve. I'm not sure why all these are closed all of a sudden. Okay, that's not important. Something to note is if you do use Lightroom, this enable profile corrections is super duper important. If I take it off, you'll see that vignetting. Watch it just, and it almost changes the shape of her little doll face as well, and you don't want that with your subjects. And the reason it does that is because I shot this with a 35mm, so on a full frame camera, so a lot of that falls off. And so if you enable profile corrections, that will help. And the rest is all good. So I would probably at this point be done with this here in Lightroom. And what I'll do is I'm going to end this video and give it to you, and then I will pick up in Photoshop.